You're watching Nerdosity.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? Today I'm here with my mother. We're doing AITA stories, so am I the butthole on Reddit? Because I'm not going to say a-hole. I'll say a-hole. I guess I'll just say a-hole. And not the bad word.
Yeah, because mama don't allow that.
I'm not going to say, I don't say the bad words either. Okay, but we're going to read some stories. Gonna have my mom just react to these, and we're gonna react together, see what we're doing. These are very recent stories. How do you think this is gonna go? How do you think this is gonna go?
You gonna be asking, okay, am I the butthole to have my mother up here reacting to stuff? Let's
Why
go.
do you say that?
I don't know.
What, you think you're gonna find everyone the butthole in these situations?
Oh.
Well, we'll see. Okay. AITA for selling everything I got from my parents.
She sold everything
She got from her parents.
Did she move out?
Now I'll read. My parents have a habit of buying gifts for me that are actually gifts for the family. Don't laugh, you're gonna make me laugh. My younger siblings get gifts that are just for them, but more often than not, whatever I get for my birthday, Christmas, or special occasion is actually meant to be either shared with my brothers or the whole family. For example, a few years ago, they bought my brothers each a bicycle for their birthday. I got a Switch. Whenever I was playing at my room and my brothers wanted to play, I was forced to bring it out so that we could all play, but I was never allowed to ride their bicycles. Well, I am going to school in another state in the fall, and I found a summer job there. I will be living with an uncle and helping him around his house as payment. I gathered up all my gifts to take with me since they were mine. I was told to leave the Switch since I would be busy with school. Instead, I sold literally everything my parents have forced me to share and used the money to buy myself stuff to replace it. I did this over the week before I flew out. The Switch was the last thing to go. I sold it to a friend from school. That was a week ago. My parents and brothers have been bugging me nonstop about being an ungrateful and greedy butthole. Honestly, it makes me smile. I don't think I was in the wrong to sell my property. I don't really need anything from them since I have savings, my job, my money from selling my stuff, and my uncle. He is on my side since he thinks my parents were being detectives to me. The old word for detectives. Richard. Richard nickname to me. He was the one who suggested selling my stuff. So am I the butthole?
No.
Explain. Go ahead. Talk about it.
Well, the mama and the daddy should have never brought that girl them presents if she didn't want them to have it.
Right.
Why share? It didn't share my birthday. They didn't come out at the same time.
Right.
What the
They
devil?
shouldn't get the presents. They shouldn't be able to use
I'm
my
gonna ride that
presents.
bicycle till I break the paddle off that sucker. I will run it to the room come cricket.
Okay. Someone responded, "You're ungrateful and greedy? Then what exactly does that make their butts? Sell your stuff.
Super
Enjoy your life.
ungrateful.
Good look
Even
in
the
school."
parents are ungrateful.
Yeah.
They ain't grateful that the girl let the little snot nose. Oh, sorry, I don't know if they snot or not. But let the little children play for her. But they are snot nose if they want her to call her ungrateful.
Right.
Go to the next one.
Yeah, like giving her stuff, but then expecting everybody to be able to use it, but not the same
It's
thing
her
for the
stuff.
brothers.
Why can't she sell it?
Right.
First
Yeah.
of all, you gave it to me. If
the
you didn't give it to me, then
Right.
hey, my possession.
NTA, not the A-hole, right?
Yeah.
NTA. All right.
At all.
That one was crazy. That's crazy.
What the hell was somebody gonna give?
I don't know, because like whenever you gave me stuff, I was allowed to just have it to myself. Even
Everybody
though,
had their own
right,
stuff.
Even
All three
though
of you.
my brother or my sister might have broke their Nintendo DSs. I don't know if I don't know, did my brother get a Nintendo DS before?
I don't know who.
Because I think he was too young for that. I know my sister broke hers, or my brother broke hers on accident because he was really young. But I wasn't forced to share until she got a new one, because she did get a new one. But I was never forced to share anything that you guys
never
gave me.
shared anything.
Yeah, because it was my stuff.
It was your stuff. You
Right.
asked for it, you earned
Right.
it. You bought it.
Yeah, it was my stuff.
And you still don't share.
Still my
Your
stuff. Still my stuff. Am I the a-hole for canceling the entire vacation when I found out that my stepdaughters deliberately hid my daughter's passport to get her to stay home?
Yeah, baby. Y'all. No. I'm not canceling a vacation, but baby, y'all ain't going. You gonna be You stand with grandparents. That's all I got on this subject. That's done. That over with. Ain't no questions in. Mama say it, mama go.
All right.
Happy life.
Right. I've been married to my wife, Beth, for 5 years. I have a biological daughter named Jessica. She's 18. Jessica. And I also have 2 stepdaughters named Monica and Leah. They're 25 and 28. Both are single moms and live with us currently. So Monica and Leah are single moms that live with them. There's been issues about my stepdaughters asking my daughter to babysit the kids. Jessica didn't have a problem with that at first, since this is what she does to earn money, but since her stepsisters don't pay her much, she just refused to babysit.
Smart girl.
Right. We worked this out by having my wife take care of paying for the babysitting. I planned a family vacation for 3 days and everyone wanted to go. However, both Monica and Leah suggested that Jessica stay home to watch the kids since Beth doesn't want her grandkids to come. They said it's because the kids are used to Jessica and hiring another babysitter would cause issues, and also said that Jessica isn't too fond of our destination, but it was obvious that Jessica wanted to go. They insisted, and Beth offered to pay her double, and there was just a lot of back and forth on this till I demanded they stop bringing it up. We were supposed to go last week, but when everybody had bagged their bags and was time to go, Jessica found out that she didn't have her passport on her. We searched her bag, then went home and searched there. Beth and my stepdaughters kept insisting that we go back to the airport or else we'd miss our flight. They insisted that Jessica...
This was the dad that booked the flight.
Yeah. And him that's going back to look for the passport, yeah. So they insisted, otherwise they'd miss our flight. They insisted that Jessica stay at home with the kids. They even told the new babysitter to go home because she was no longer needed. I refused to go and kept searching for the passport till Monica admitted that she helped Leah hide Jessica's passport to get her to stay home with the kids. I was livid. I tried to get her to tell me where it was, but she said Leah had it. Leah denied, so I threatened to cancel the vacation, and that's when they gave it back. I decided to actually cancel the vacation and blew up at both of them and berated them. They stayed upstairs for a while, and Beth refused to speak to me and said that I punished my stepdaughters for worrying about their kids and wanting them to stay with somebody they knew. I got told I overreacted and ruined the trip for everybody.
Who laid down and had them babies? That's who should have been taking
care of them.
These folk this ain't over, is it? See, I'm about ready to walk out. These folk crazy. Ain't no way. That is straight up ridiculous.
Right. The people who had the kids
should have been watching their own children.
And if the mom was so concerned about it, she should have stayed home.
I'd have jumped on every one of them up in that house except for that daddy.
You don't punish Jessica who just wants to go
and
on this
it was
vacation.
her child. Who 2 girls were it?
The 2 girls who hid the passport were the two girls who had kids.
And who folks were they? The man.
Huh? No. Monica and Leah were the man's stepdaughters.
Oh, so there was that woman.
Kids. So the woman's. Right.
You ain't no get the step.
Right. And then Beth told the dad that he was overreacting.
Beth is the wife.
Yeah.
I would have told Beth, who's that, Monica?
Monica and Leah.
Monica and Leah to pat and turn. Pat your feet, turn them corners up out my house.
Right.
Boom. Whoa.
Yeah, because Beth was like, you should just let her stay home. And because
you
Beth
making
wanted
me hot and sweaty. These reactions, these
That's
folks
why I asked
crazy.
if you wanted the fan on.
But I need more than a fan because these folks making me hot.
Yeah, that's insane. Okay,
Ooh,
so
Lord,
someone was like,
how in the dick is you want somebody else to watch
your
your
kids?
They ain't even my blood.
They even got a babysitter.
They're not even my blood.
Right. They even got a babysitter and then told the babysitter to go home just because Jessica couldn't find her passport. And they manufactured the whole thing. Stole her passport. That's insane.
Lord have mercy.
So someone said, NTA, to be honest, I would have kicked your wife and lazy no-good stepchildren out right then and there. And ended the marriage. If they were 12, I might understand this level of entitlement and immaturity. But in their late 20s And what the heck with your wife? She should have roasted them for pulling this BS.
Well, he buried a gold digger or somebody because
something
they
like
ain't
that.
had no children together, and that was his personal daughter. Of course, I'm gonna take care of my own.
Right, yeah.
I'm taking care of you because I'm including you in your vacation. I'm gonna pay for your little children to stay with somebody else. Everybody would have had a good time, but y'all want to take advantage of my baby?
Right. That's insane. That's
Doesn't
insane.
work.
Doesn't work like that. And someone else said, not the a-hole. Leave Beth and her daughters, and you and Cinderella get out of there before it's too late.
See, that's
You
my
and
favorite.
Cinderella.
That's my favorite. I already knew that. Tell them to pat and turn. Pat them
Ow.
feet, turn them corners.
Ow. Okay.
You want to hit the yellow brick road, baby?
Am I the a-hole for picking up my daughter's drunk friend? And I don't know if they mean picking up by, like, picking him up in a car and taking him home, or picking him up as in, like, flirting.
Picking them up. Picking them up as in picking them up. Picking them up. Or just picking them up with some wheels behind it.
Hello, everyone. I'm in a bit of hot water at the minute regarding Kira's parents. So, my daughter Kelsey, 22 female, and her best friend Kiara, 21 female, have been going out a lot lately and partying, drinking, etc. since Kiara has just turned legal age and she can go to clubs. All well and fun. I make sure my daughter knows what the risks are of drinking and going out. Goodness. And she doesn't party too hard. I let her know she can always call me if she needs to, and I'll pick them up under any circumstance. The same goes for all of her friends, and I make sure they at least have my contact in their phone. However, her best friend is a different story. I don't think she was ever given the talk about what's safe to do, and she regularly overdoes it. I see this when Kelsey brings Kira to my house and she's very drunk. Usually I'll get her a bottle of water and any snacks to sober up, and we send her back home to her parents to deal with the consequences. However, this time my daughter lost Kira in the club. I'm not sure how, usually they're attached to the hip, but my daughter let me know she could not find her. My daughter left the club and came home without Kiara. I've talked to her about this. Kiara called me about a half an hour later saying her battery died but found someone with a charger. Immediately I left to pick her up. It was quite late and she sobered up somewhat on the drive, so I took her straight home. Today, Kiara's parents informed me that they no longer felt comfortable allowing her to be at my house. They did not realize she had my number and felt it was of predatory nature that I, a single dad, was alone with her while she had been drinking and took her home. That they did not know why I was alone with her at all, and Kelsey should have been there with us. I explained that my daughter was separated from her and came home. Because she was still drunk, I let her recover at home whilst I dropped their daughter off to them. I reassured them that nothing happened and that the most important thing to me was making sure Kiara got home safely and was not taken advantage of in a taxi or by someone in the club. They're sending all kinds of messages to my ex-wife about me being a predator, which she then sent to me. I just wanted to be sure that both girls were home safe. Am I the a-hole?
No.
Yeah, I would say no either. I mean, it's a lot
I guess
for the drinking and stuff.
Well, the parents should have known about this girl drinking from the beginning.
But yeah.
So there's the first problem. You're the butthole for not calling this girl folks, which
Yeah,
they
first.
could have went home.
About being separated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, even period question mark about all the drinking that she does. Why are you going to give them water and food and all this other mess and send her home, regardless if she's legal or not? That's her issue. Send her home while she's drunk. Let her parents take care of it. That's craziness. You gonna have to bring your butt home drunk. That man was doing right to keep the girl safe in a manner.
I mean, would Kira's parents rather her like show up at their house like the next day, like
No,
wondering what
I mean,
happened? Like the
they
best
should
case
be
scenario,
grateful that the man
right?
That she had a phone number to call anybody.
Right.
That would say.
And the telling thing is that she did call him and not her parents, so that's odd too.
Well,
like,
they just mad because somebody else is taking responsibility for their
right.
child.
And the child
Maybe they
feels
don't have the
safer with that
relationship.
guy.
Yeah. They don't have a relationship that this family, this girl feels that she can have with this family.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
I mean, honestly.
At 21, that's a grown butt woman. Y'all be mad all y'all want to.
Yeah, and predatory, that's odd too, because she's legal in every sense of the word. It's not, I mean, like.
Yeah, 21, you do what you do.
Yeah, and like literally he was doing nothing of the sort. He brought her promptly home, and they're having an issue because what were they going to say? You should have left her at the club and got abused. We would have gotten her.
Just, right. Just hoping his promptly home is directly from one point to the next, but I'm sure it is if he hopped up and went and got her to keep her safe.
So someone said not the a-hole, but stay the heck away from her for your own safety.
Yeah.
Because people be crazy and call police and stuff like that.
Legal.
I know, but some people be wild. And another person said, NTA, Kira's parents should be thanking you for taking care of their intoxicated daughter. Okay, another person said, NTA, it seems like you have just discovered the deflective parents. They are so crappy that their daughter would rather call someone else than them when she needs to get home. But instead of reflecting on that, they decide to call another human a predator. They're insane. The mental leaps that these dumb people jump through to go from person once helped to person must be a predator defy logic. Yeah, unfortunately, you'll have to stop giving Kira lifts home in the future, but you better tell her exactly why, that the parents are crazy.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, they might call the cops, and that's not great. And here is the last one. Am I the a-hole for high-fiving a stranger who, quote-unquote, humiliated my boyfriend?
Yeah, you are the butthole. Because, you are the butthole. Because you should be okay, go.
My boyfriend and I go to the climbing gym regularly. He's really see this is why I wanted to he's really into it, and I just started and climbing a few times a week. He's stupidly competitive about it and quietly insults beginners who are not as good, which makes me feel self-conscious because I'm a beginner. Last night we were at the climbing gym again, and he was doing a V6. There was about 6 people taking turns on the problem probably because it's a newly installed route and they were all failing. A V6 is V0 is the easiest, so it's 6 levels up from the easiest. Then a girl came by and flashed it, even though he was failing and all the other people around him were failing. She made it look so easy, but at the end she didn't hold the final hold for 5 seconds. And my BF called her out after she was done. Holding the last hold for 5 seconds is supposed to be the right way of finishing a route, but she was doing it so easily she definitely could have. It's the right way for like competitions, not for like just climbing. As long as you touch the last hold, that's it. I think he was just being salty because she did it when he couldn't. She laughed and told him he didn't even start the problem correctly and walked off. I gave her a high five because she was walking towards me and did amazing at the problem and knocked my boyfriend off his high horse, and she was surprised but high-fived me. My boyfriend turned to me and gave me a what the heck look and wouldn't talk to me the rest of the night. When we were heading home, he ranted that I couldn't be trusted to watch his back if I chose to take a stranger's side over him. I was shocked. That's what he took from the climb and told him she shouldn't... Okay, I was shocked that's what he took from the climb and told him she shouldn't have nitpicked her. Oh, and told him he shouldn't have nitpicked her when she clearly climbed it correctly, and he got mad and argued I was supposed to take his side over people I don't even know. So am I the a-hole?
Not anymore, girl.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not anymore. You're right. Eat the words back.
Roll it back up. Now,
right.
If he didn't do it and he couldn't do it, and the girl just came through and bang, bang, bang,
right.
She all right.
Right.
She should have said you didn't even do it right. And then, yes, you high-fiving this girl. You high-fiving her because she finished. Who said you was high-fiving her because
you humiliated? Right, exactly.
Because she told the truth about this little boy.
Always deny. No, I gave her a high five because she did good.
About this boy that you messing around with. Because a man wouldn't have done all of that.
Right.
He would have. Could you show me, like the other night when we were there and that man was there and he helped you with it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why he was being so rude to
laughed
beginners.
and told her to give me a double dap.
Right. Yeah.
I pooped on him.
It said, right, because it said that he was like nitpicking all the beginners, saying that they sucked and everything, and that's not a great. That's so toxic behavior coming into an exercising thing.
And I don't know these new things, but he's a loser.
Insane. Someone said NTA. He was being petty, jealous, and a bit sexist, calling her out. None of his business. And she told him off.
Yep.
Someone else said, not the a-hole is your BF 10 years old.
Like I said, he's a boy.
Right. With
I
all
said
of
that, a boy.
With all of the beginner, like, crapping on the beginners, yeah, he sounds like 10.
He must be a beginner.
Right. Seriously. And someone else said, not the a-hole. If your boyfriend doesn't like being called out on being a petty sore loser, he should stop being a petty sore loser.
Himself, yeah.
Right. Oh, gosh. Someone else said, your boyfriend sounds exhausting to be around.
That could be true, too.
Yeah. So this one's a good one. I've been climbing for many years. Your boyfriend's attitude is the antithesis of most climbing gym communities. Climbing is a personal competition, not an outwards one. He should be focused on how to improve his own technique, strength, and mental game, and be inspired by climbers who he can learn from, not critiquing them to make himself feel better. It's normal to cheer someone else on who has completed a hard send, like a V10, a V6, or even a V0. Their success says nothing about the different journey you're on. His insulting of beginners is toxic and speaks to his own insecurities. While his attitude toward the V6 climber is bad, this particular pattern of behavior is a worse red flag. Also, the rule is a controlled 2 seconds matched on a final hold, not 5 seconds. So we got that wrong too. Out of all of these, who do you think is the biggest a-hole?
Oh, definitely that mama and them 2 girls.
Yeah, the one who stole the who
Had the passport.
stole the passport. Yeah, that
Pat
one
and
was a
turn,
big one.
baby. You and your girls pat them feet, turn them corners.
Yeah, seriously, that was crazy. Who
Pat
steals?
and turn.
Who steal? They stole her passport. They literally stole it.
That's the
insane.
worst. That's the worst of the
That's
whole
insane.
bunch.
Yeah.
Worst of the bunch.
Yep.
Worst of the bunch.
Yeah. So.
I can't even think of any men
Right.
of the stories that was worse than that.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy, right? Crazy. But yeah. So how was it?
Huh.
How do you feel now?
I had a headache. These folks crazy.
These people are crazy.
I don't
Reddit
know.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Reddit has a lot of
They got too
stories
many
where
things,
it's just
too much
dramatic
stuff.
and stuff that's just happening. But that's why it's fun to read because you're like, wow, that's insane.
God has to
Yeah.
quit.
But yeah, thanks for joining me today, listening to, commenting on Reddit stories. We'll have you back again sometime.
Oh,
great.
not with this.
Yeah, you did
Maybe
it.
somebody would
You did great.
improve.
You did great. So that's it. We did our Reddit stories, had some fun, talked a little bit.
English, not today.
Talked a little bit. I was reading so much. I think my brain goes faster than my mouth, so it's great. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. So my mom actually helps me with my Etsy, with the t-shirts, where the t-shirts are concerned. So if you want some awesome t-shirts that's anime inspired, teacher inspired, because she's a teacher. You didn't know. You did it. This is new. She's a teacher.
They didn't know.
They didn't know because I don't say that. Our personal lives do. But she's a teacher, so they're teacher inspired. We can go movie inspired.
Christian.
A whole bunch of stuff.
Mother.
Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. Obviously, we have a lot of geek things because that's clear.
Geek
And
cups.
soon we'll have thermoses as well. So if you want a cool sublimated thermos that has some awesome designs, this one is a totally spies design where it's Sam and her stats as a spy. If you want things like that, please check out my Etsy, which is Nerdosity Creations. That's where you can find the t-shirts, and that's where you will be able to find thermoses here soon. I also make other 3D printed products like face shells and other things like that. So if you want cool things like that, please check out my Etsy. And yeah, make sure you subscribe, like, comment. If you want my mom to do anything else, send some Reddit stories our way that you want her to comment on. If you want her to do anything else, just comment down below. We'll see if it's appropriate. Yeah. And if you like this video, make sure you share it to your friends so that other people can see it too and other people can comment. Thank you guys so much for watching. You've been watching Nerdosity, and I will see you next time. Bye.